Good morning, Calvary Chapel. I have a word about the communion service tomorrow night. On the night before his crucifixion, when Jesus was with his disciples, he took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and said, "Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me." And then he took the cup and said, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. This do as often as you drink it in remembrance of me." That was the Last Supper and the First Communion. We are told by the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 that we should regularly have communion to remember the blood and broken body of Jesus. So, what do we do now that we are in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak and are unable to meet in person? The answer: a virtual communion service on Zoom. Our communion service will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. The Zoom link will be on our homepage under the Friday night event. But all this begs two questions. One question: well, I'm not a pastor or church leader. How can I be giving myself or others communion? The answer: nothing in the Bible indicates that someone needs to be a leader to give communion. This may sound odd, but Jesus knew about the coronavirus 2,000 years ago. He knew there wasn't going to be a pastor or priest in the same room as everyone for this communion service. The second question: what if I don't have bread or grape juice? Well, if you can pick up some bread or grape juice by tomorrow night, that would be great. If that's not possible, I would suggest something like corn chips in place of the bread, or another juice or liquid in place of the grape juice. I don't make this suggestion lightly because Jesus gave bread and wine, fermented grape juice, to his disciples, and there is a rich symbolism in the Word of God associated with bread and wine. But it is not a law that we must use grape juice or bread for communion. As we recently read on Tuesday nights in 1 Samuel 16, God looks at the heart, not at externals. Jesus instituted communion for at least two reasons. One is for us to remember his blood that poured out for us, and also his broken body. Another reason was so he could enjoy with us a time of rich fellowship. Ultimately, whether it is wine and bread or cherry juice and corn chips, Jesus' priority is to have fellowship with us, communion. So, I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Please have the communion elements ready for you to partake. In other words, have the grape juice in a glass and a piece of bread ready. We also will be having a sharing time as well. I look forward to our time together tomorrow night. God bless you.